Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to episode number 19 of Gulf Coast Championship Wrestling. We are 2 weeks removed, of course, from the Clash. We are building toward our next pay-per-view, being 4th of July Bash, coming at you July 4th, 2020. It will be the first gimmick pay-per-view, and like I said probably last week, that it'll be very hard to get this to line up again. So as of right now, count it as a one-off. We are building to that being our next pay-per-view, and we are kicking off the show with Alex Shelley, who fought at the Clash, actually, an unsuccessful bout against the GCW Internet Champion, the Dashing One. EC3 has decided to throw his hat into that ring now, and so EC3 will be taking on Alex Shelley to start off episode number 19. We are on episode number 19. This is the furthest we've ever gotten in a GCW episode, or GCW anything. We are at our third pay-per-view, which is the most pay-per-views we've ever had. We are here on episode number 19, one episode away from episode number 20. We hit double digits, of course, on episode number 10, which would have been back in April, I think. April or May? I think it was April. Positive it was April, though. I think, like, beginning part of April, I believe. Mid-April. Yeah, mid-April, I think, toward the end of April. Because I don't have everything in front of me. But we have a pretty exciting night here tonight. EC3 will take on Alex Shelley. We'll see the former women's champion Shayna Baszler. We'll have a tag team match between the Bearded Men and the Family. Noam Dar will take on Kennedy Kid. The first time ever these two have fought in a singles match on a GCW television show. So I'm looking forward to it. I hope you're looking forward to it as well. Of course, Kennedy Kid is the briefcase holder for GCW. He has a contract to cash in on the champion of any time, any place. Noam Dar is the number one contender for the Best of the Indies Championship. He will be going on to have a rematch against Aries at the 4th of July Bash. EC3, I assume, will challenge the GCW Internet Champion there as well. And we probably will have a rematch between Shayna Baszler and Io Shirai. And then, of course, we will crown brand new tag team champions at the 4th of July Bash in a fatal four-way match. That match will kick off the show, if I remember to write it that way. Or not, it doesn't matter. They'll be there. They'll be on the show. I think it's the second to main event because it's crowning new champions. But yes, now we get started off with our kickoff show match. Big drop kick there by Alex Shelley to start off the match, catching EC3 off guard. These two men have never fought in a GCW ring before. This is really the first go-around Alex Shelley's had in a GCW ring. EC3, of course, was in, if you want to call it Season 2, was in earlier episodes of GCW back a while ago. I believe he was in the first one. He's actually on the thumbnail of the first one back, I do believe. And this is the last WWE game he'll ever be in, too. So, I think my plans are to keep playing WWE 2K20, which I desperately tried to get out of, but saw no other alternative besides going back to WWE 2K19, and that's recreating so much that honestly just about wouldn't be worth it to then have to use limited characters, because I'd have to download some of the characters that are in the game now, I think. Or re-download, of course, ones that I don't have. Recreate the arena, recreate the championship, recreate everything pretty much. And pay-per-views, of course, as well. And so I think it's just better if I continue to use WWE 2K20, just so that I already have everything I've already made, and that way I'm not having to recreate brand new stuff. But of course, when WWE 2K 22 rolls around, which will be next year sometime, I will probably take a bit of a hiatus from episodes, which would be really hard to do because it'd be difficult. I guess I could I'm talking about what I'm doing now. Big clothesline there by Alex Shelley. But I think is what I might do is just pre-record like a few episodes from W2K20 and just overlay them for like a good month or two. Probably about a month. Hopefully. At the best, hopefully a month. So then I have an entire month to create the championships, create the arenas and whatnot for W2K22, and then just start recording back with that then. Which would probably be the better way to do it, I guess, besides trying to recreate everything in a game that at that time would be 2 years old, rather than the game that, no, actually, would it be 3 years old? Probably. Yeah, it would be like 3 years old then, and then try to play this game that's 2 years old. Because this has already everything on it for the most part. I have the superstars, I have the arenas, I have all of that stuff already on here, and I don't have to recreate it. So we're just, and EC3 picks up the win, and a surprise. Somebody go check on Alex Shelley. That was, I was not expecting him to put him away with his signature move. But anyway, EC3 building momentum to possibly having a title match with the GCW Internet Champion. We'll see you in the next segment. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Shayna Baszler already in the ring, ready to give her thoughts to the GCW universe. What does the former women's champion have to say? For everything I've accomplished, it seems like I still have got to do it and make a case for myself. That doesn't seem right, does it? You think that being the best looking, most talented, most gifted, most amazing superstar to ever lace a pair of boots would be enough business? Would be enough in this business, but I guess not. So I'm here, out here reminding you why I'm so amazing. Shayna Baszler was undefeated, has only been defeated twice in her career here in GCW, by Isla Dawn and Io Shirai. Have IQs dropped suddenly since the last time I was out here? Looking around the sea of blank, incomprehensive faces, it certainly seems like it. Well, that might be the case, but still the fact remains I'm the greatest of all time, and even if you don't understand that, I'll be damned to something. You can pause and read if you have to. There isn't a single woman in the GCW that can match my talent. I'm a perfection personified, and I will prove it to anyone who is foolish enough to doubt me. All you have to do is step in the ring and face me. Like I said, Shayna is a dangerous, dangerous woman, the inaugural women's champion, and has only been defeated twice since debuting in the first episode of doing live shows, maybe? I think so. She's only been defeated twice. It's time to set fire to the women's division and burn my way through the competition. All I need to realize is that there's nothing going to stop me from being champion. It's my destiny. Again, and I will do whatever it takes to make my dreams come true. Shayna could very well defeat Io Shirai at the 4th of July Bash and become a 2-time women's champion. This won't stop tonight. I'm going to cause a volcano in that locker room too. Lies, manipulations, anything I need to get ahead. And all you'll realize when I say is I told you so. I'm completely serious about getting to the top by any means necessary. I will say, if you're out here talking about how you will lie and manipulate people to get to the top, when people hear something that doesn't sound true, won't they just know it's a lie from you? Anyway, moving on to the next segment. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the third segment of the show. It's a different day when I'm recording this. So you know how things accidentally happen. But anyway, we're here with the tag team match. Jared Wyatt, Connor, the family taking on the Bearded Men, like I said before. And previous things, every single segment I have done of either it was this episode or last episode, whichever one has just been different energy all around. Anyway, the family versus the Bearded Men. Whoever wins this match will go on to face the Mustache Mountain next week in a tag match. And these four teams will all meet each other at the 4th of July Bash to be crowned the first ever tag team champions. Who will that be? Will it be the Bearded Men? Will it be the family? Will it be Mustache Mountain or Fear the Revolt? I am excited to see. We have Bo Dallas and of course Eric Young on the same side here tonight, being the Bearded Men. Maybe they'll get a win, maybe they won't. We'll see. It's any person thing in this universe. Anybody can win. It is free for all. Free for all. But I'm finally excited that we are starting to get the tag team division online. We're starting to work on it. We're getting teams in as much as we can. Trying to designate time out, of course, on the cards and whatnot, to be able to have enough time to showcase the talent in which these guys have. Bo Dallas, extremely talented. Eric Young, extremely talented. Can do great things here in the GCW. Right now they're working as a tag team. They could be the first inaugural champions, or it could be Connor and Jared Wyatt. We'll see. We shall see come 4th of July. Which I'm relatively excited for. It'll be our first gimmick pay-per-view. If you want to call it a gimmick pay-per-view. I'm very fourth wall breaking with this, because at this point everybody knows you have to kayfabe everything. But it'll be our first gimmick pay-per-view for the most part. Bo Dallas has no stamina. Probably will be the last time you see this, unless it just happens to line up and we continue doing this for years to come. Eric Young trying to get in the ring. Elbows now from Bo Dallas. Another big elbow takes Connor to his back. We haven't really seen Connor much in singles competition. Kick out before the 1 count. So he's here in another tag match because we've only seen him in tag matches. I don't think he's had a singles match yet. I don't believe. But that could all definitely change here very soon, because Connor is a amazing talent. He's a really good wrestler. Him and his brother have both won, cousin actually, have both won titles in every company they've ever been in, especially tag titles. They started teaming around 2015. Back then they were just called Jared Wyatt Connor with a bit of a showboat. Ran in, ran out to save the count, of course. That's why it cut there. So, she really can't. I don't want the matches to end in count out if I want a decisive winner. So I usually just cut out where I go switch to the character and then run back in the ring and run the fuck right back out. Because sometimes the AI is just stupid and continues to fight on the outside when it should be noticing, hey, the match is about to end in 2 seconds. Maybe I should get back in the ring. But they never do. So I have to do it myself. Spear by Bo Dallas, 2. Jared Wyatt coming in to make the save, but I think Connor was able to kick out last time. At the last moment. I do like having a MacBook. I do like having that. Then I can just tip, tap over here and not even have to touch my phone, which in air would be a lot quieter and you wouldn't hear me type. But, we don't do anything professional here. Because, first of all, I'm not even commentating of the match, which is a nice move there by Connor. I'm texting. I have breakfast in front of me because it's... What time is it? It's 12:14 p.m. So it's the afternoon, which means I woke up late. And I'm just a mess, really. And now I take a sip in the middle of talking. It's been a weird few days. I won't lie. Hoping to get past those weird few days. Big brain buster there by Wyatt. Hoping to move on to better pastures. And Bo Dallas makes the save there. Hoping just to get better, better, higher energy. I have one episode 18 already recorded at this point, because this is episode number 19, which I just now remember. Where is my folder where I keep? There it is. I didn't even have my episode whatever out, so I can check and see if I'm saying and doing the right thing. But I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, I already have episode 18 recorded, and it will be the most low energy, quiet you will ever hear me speak. I'm talking like this is going to go up before episode 18, this is episode 19. But, just not great days, but I had to get something recorded, and I feel bad that it had to be like that. But this one's definitely going to be a bit more higher energy. Big clobbering blow there by Eric Young. But this one's definitely going to be higher. Brainbuster, or Power Driver I should say. This one's, they got it here. Connor's out. Oh, kick out at 1. Never mind. This one's definitely more high energy. Hopefully episode 20 is more high energy. I don't know if I'll record that one today because I'm already going by the schedule. Episode 19 is supposed to go out June 19th. And it is currently June... It is the 7th of June. Sunday, currently. Yeah, that's the time that it is currently, in 2020, just in case. Big move there by Bo Dallas. Goes for the pin. This could be all here. 1, 2, 3, and the Bearded Men pick up the victory, and their debut match is a tag team. That is pretty good. Pretty good for them. But yeah, I'm already pretty ahead on recording-wise. Oh, they're attacking now. They're attacking Connor. So this should be an interesting dynamic heading into a pay-per-view. Now they're just beating up on Wyatt. This is not good. Somebody get out here. Somebody stop this. Bearded Men stand tall. Congratulations, guys. If you call that congratulations. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, for our main event. Noam Dar pulling it. Sorry, I got a whiff of something. Anyway, sorry, Don't remember what I was talking about, because I know I ended abruptly and just didn't finish what I was talking about. I think I was talking about how I'm ahead in recording schedule, because I usually like to record these ahead of time, just so if anything happens during the week and I won't have time to record or something like that. Plus, no one's home right now, so this is the best time for me to record, because then I can be louder than what I usually am. Nobody was home in episode 18, I just want to be quiet. But yeah, I think this might be all I record today, unless I decide to jump to episode 20, because if I record episode 20, then I don't have to record legally until June 26th, which is when that episode goes out, the 20th, episode number 20. So which means the next show after that will be the July 3rd show, which is episode number 21, the one right before the pay-per-view. So I might do 20, I don't know. But here you're getting a match, pardon me, for free, that has been on every pay-per-view, despite the Clash. The Clash is the only one where it did not have Kenny the Kid and Noam Dar facing off. Kenny the Kid is, of course, the briefcase holder. He can cash in that briefcase anytime, any place, on a champion of his choosing. Of course, not the Women's Championship. That's just self-explanatory. He can cash in on the GCW Internet Champion, or he can cash in on the Best of the Indies Champion, which I feel like he would go for. And a part of him would probably want Noam Dar to beat Aries at the 4th of July Bash, just so he can cash in and finally defeat Noam Dar. Kenny the Kid has been on a bit of a hot streak since returning. He returned at the pay-per-view of The Clash in a 8-man ladder match and won that briefcase from 7 other people. Goes immediately for the roll-up 1, 2, and a kick-out. That could have been it. That would have been a surprising finish to the show. It would have been probably one of the more shorter shows in history. Kenny the Kid with a big clothesline there, definitely catching Noam Dar off guard here in this main event match. But yeah, he won the match against the likes of Cassius Ohno, Chris Danger, Scott Wilde, Tyler Bate, people like big names that he returned and beat. He was the one out of 7 other people that did it, which was surprising. And of course, Noam Dar not being as successful that night, being defeated by Aries. Now Noam Dar has been forced to defend his number one contendership against James Storm. Last week, I believe, on episode number 18. And now he's here fighting the briefcase holder. And I think it'd also be an interesting dynamic if Noam Dar beat Kenny the Kid, if Noam Dar challenged Kenny the Kid for the briefcase and Noam Dar defeated Kenny the Kid for the briefcase, that would definitely be an interesting scenario. Kenny the Kid being the first to win it, but not to cash in. That would be very interesting. Very, very interesting. But I think Kenny the Kid would be maybe a bit smarter and not accept such a challenge, because we saw what happened to Mr. Kennedy, ironically, with very close to the same name, to someone who had the briefcase when Edge defeated him, I believe, for the briefcase. And then I think cashed in John Cena at New Year's Revolution, I think. So that's like the one time that it happened in WWE, the New Year's Revolution, that apparently I don't think has happened since. Well, I know the pay-per-view hasn't happened, but I don't think WWE's shows have lined up on New Year's anything, ever, I don't think. Or at least for them to be able to do a pay-per-view on. But ours does. We picked a good year to do it. Well, maybe not a good year, but we picked a year to do it. 4th of July Bash. July 4th, of course. It's pretty self-explanatory, that one. Big clothesline there by Kenny the Kid. Goes for the pin. Big combination. Could this be it? 1, 2, and a kick out by the Scottish Supernova. Noam Dar held the Best of the Indies Championship for 93 days. In the grand scheme of things, that makes him the 3rd longest championship holder, although one person had 2 reigns with it. There's only been one 2-time champion for the Best of the Indies Championship, and that was James Saxon, who we have not seen since he vacated the title back 2018, I think. I can pull up Google really quickly. because I keep it all in my Google Docs, of course, where I keep the thing. So if I just pull that up real quick. Good Wi-Fi, hopefully, yeah. Yes, James Saxton is the only two-time Best of the Indies champion, and he vacated that championship December 31st of 2018, and we have not seen him since. Okay, I got another message. Self-explanatory, that one. Not gonna respond, though. If you want to do a quick rundown of the champions, it's been James Saxton. He was the inaugural champion. Chris Danger defeated him, and Chris Danger became the longest reigning Best of the Indies champion ever. James Saxton, of course, had a 6-day historic reign as the inaugural champion when Chris Danger defeated him, claiming that he was the best of the Indies, which I guess made sense since he held that championship for 279 days, which is a long time. Until James Saxton got his revenge on him September 27th of 2018 and held that championship for 96 days. Big Scottish sickle there by Noam Dar. He's going to have to capitalize off that. And then, of course, he vacated the title for, I think it was like 400-something days, because he vacated it December 31st of 2018 until March 6th of 2020, when Noam Dar became the new Best of the Indies champion. Held it from March 6th to June 6th. He held it for 93 days, and now Aries is your Best of the Indies champion currently. Big in-ring suplex there by Kennedy Kid. Definitely not going to be good for the back of Noam Dar. He's going to go for the pin now, I think. Yeah, he's going to go for the pin. Will this be the end? 1, 2, 3. Your winner of the match, stopping the momentum of Noam Dar. Kennedy Kid continues his hot streak in the main event of GCW episode number 19. Kennedy Kid has put in the work after returning and winning that briefcase. Noam Dar still got a bit to go, but this marks the first time that Kennedy Kid has defeated Noam Dar in a huge main event match here tonight. Kennedy Kid, your briefcase holder, has defeated the former champion Noam Dar, the number one contender, you might even say. So this will definitely create an interesting dynamic going into the pay-per-view, and we will see you on episode number 20. Have a nice day.